Every idea that changes the world begins with a conversation, and today we gather to have that conversation. At a time when the situation in Palestine is more urgent than ever, we have come together to discuss ideas, confront realities, and imagine new possibilities. So allow me to say good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tomorrow's Palestine, one democratic state for our citizens. I'm honored to welcome all of you here in Madrid and to be joined as well by those joining us virtually in Zoom. I would also like to express our deep appreciation to those of you who have traveled long distances to be here with us in person. Your peace, presence, and commitment make this gathering all the more meaningful. Over the next 2 days, we will explore the path toward a liberated and democratic Palestine and our vision for the future. The One Democratic State Initiative, مبادرة الدولة ديمقراطية واحدة, through its manifesto, Tomorrow's Palestine, a Declaration, signed by over 24,000 Palestinians worldwide, articulates a political vision for establishing one democratic and secular Palestinian state for all its citizens. That would be the culmination of the liberation of Palestine. When we speak of a Palestinian state, we do not refer to the creation of a nationalistic ethno-state based on an exclusionary identity politic. Rather, we envision a state that would derive its name, Palestine, from the territory where it would exercise its sovereignty and serve as the apparatus for governing a diverse, multi-ethnic, multi-religious society on an equal basis with Jerusalem as its capital. The term Palestinian would encompass all individuals born in the territory and of indigenous Palestinian territory. As well, Palestinian citizenship would be extended to all Jews who have broken free from Zionism and are willing to remain in the land as Palestinians. By avoiding the politicization of identity, the state would adopt a secular structure that separates religion from politics, thereby preventing the political fragmentation of society along religious lines and providing freedom of worship. The state would ensure equal treatment for all its citizens, regardless of religion, race, ethnicity, sex, or gender, viewing them as human beings of equal dignity and citizens of what would be the Republic of Palestine. In this vision, the ultimate aspiration is to make Palestine transition from occupation to sovereignty and establish a democratic reality in which all citizens are free to express their political will. From a Palestinian point of view, it is of paramount importance to realize that we are in a decisive moment that demands organized action and political clarity to advance on the path toward liberation. The current situation demands the liberation movement to organize around a clear discourse that affirms the historical aspirations for liberation. This requires centering the principles of al-Tawabit within the Palestinian discourse. In practical terms, it means rejecting the imposition of the unjust two-state proposal and rejecting the other frameworks such as a binational state or a federation which accommodates Zionism. Instead, the liberation movement must unequivocally embrace the antithesis of the Zionist project, the dismantling of the Jewish supremacist settler colonial entity in Palestine and the establishment of one democratic and secular Palestinian state for all its citizens that treats everyone with equal rights. Failure to do so perpetuates the normalization of the Zionist entity by sustaining the notion that Israel retains a right to exist alongside Palestinian demands for sovereignty, rather than delegitimizing Israel's existence as a colonial entity. Moreover, it is imperative to convey that Palestinian liberation would not result in persecution of Jews, but rather in the emancipation of Palestinians from the colonial yoke of Zionism and in the mental liberation of amenable Jews from its ideological domination. For this to be realized, the liberation of Palestine demands not only armed resistance, but also a cohesive political movement articulating a clear alternative to the status quo and coordinating different kinds of efforts designed to dismantle the colony. Now is the time to honor the sacrifices of past generations and fulfill the responsibility of the present one by acting with clarity and unity. Thank you.